All right, so let me go ahead and show you how to quickly and easily customize this Canva template, whether you're a designer or not, adding photos, changing the text, or just tweaking the overall layout of the template is going to be a breeze. My name is Uzo. I am the creator behind Triple U Creation, so let's go ahead and get started. I do like to say at the beginning of all my kind of video demos, I like to talk about these grids. Um, these purple lines right here are kind of like printing guidelines because we do offer newspaper printing in this size, which is the 17 by 11-inch spread, and it folds to a US letter size 8.5 by 11 inches. So if that's a service that you need after you customize your template, please visit our shop and we can get you taken care of there. Now, regarding these grids, some people don't like to see them when they're customizing it. You can take it out. But one thing I will say is if you do decide to remove them, just make sure that before printing or before you send it off for printing, that you actually turn them back on to make sure that all your content stays within this grid line here, because you don't want anything outside here get sent for printing because it may get cropped off. Okay, so to turn off these grid lines, head on over to File, and under Settings, you can check off the grid lines. Okay, I'm going to keep them on for this tutorial. Okay, now I don't want this tutorial to be too long. Um, so I've kind of selected certain things that I want to show you how to edit, but pretty much everything here you can customize to suit your fancy. This is a template I've already started working on, but when you do purchase the template, this is what you are going to see. You're going to see kind of the blank frames that you can put your own photos. And I do have a little reminder here. What I do like to recommend is before you start editing the template, I do recommend that you make a copy of the template. And to do that, you can either click this duplicate page and it will duplicate the page individually. Excuse me, but what I like to do is to actually select all of it and then duplicate both, since this template comes with 2 spreads. Some of my templates do come with more than 2 spreads, so you would just select all of them and then duplicate. And then I like to put this little white page in between. That way I kind of know what I'm working on. Okay, so I'm just going to undo that since I already have one that I'm working on here. So let's start off with adding photos. To add photos, you're probably going to be adding it from your computer or an external drive of some sort. Head on over to upload, click upload, and then you can pull it out from your computer or whatever drive it's in. And click open. Once you click open, it will upload it right over here. I'm going to be taking photos from Canva, so the same concept applies as far as dragging the photos and plopping them here. I'm going to use this photo right here and plop it in here. Now, sometimes when you put in your photos, if they don't align well or certain parts are being cropped off, you can double click it and then kind of move it around whichever way you decide. Sometimes you can do it up or down if the photo is like portrait or whatever. All right, so that's that. So I do like to play with filters. If you know, just to zhuzh things up a little bit. So this is the normal photo. To change the filter, go to edit up here. And then under filters, you can kind of play around. Some that I like to use is this arrow one or this oceanic or nimbus. I mean, you can play around with it and see what tickles your fancy. Another one I like to use is this slate for that black and white classic newspaper look. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do for this one. And like I said, you can modify every single part of this. All the text you can modify it. Even the elements, some of these things are grouped. So if you want to maybe change one of these elements or modify the times of this order of events, you can ungroup it and then you can kind of move things around. Okay, I'm going to group it because I don't want to touch that. And if you want to look for elements, these little images here, go to this spot right here and you can type, let's say shopping bags. Excuse me. And then you can, select whatever shopping bag you want, shrink it to size, and then plop it where you want it. Delete what was there and plop it there. Okay, just FYI. All right, so I'm going to move on to another section that I really, really want to talk about, and that is this little word search here. You can actually make your own word search in Canva, and I believe you should be able to do this with the free account. So you'll need to scroll down here to the apps section. I think I skipped it. It's somewhere here. Here we go, apps. And then when you get here, you want to search for Activities Maker. So you're gonna be here. You're gonna search for Activities Maker. Since I already have it, it's right here for me. Okay, and this is where you can make word searches, crosswords, maze, whatever you want. We're going to focus on the word search, and I am going to come on over here. Let me grab some, well, you know what? Let me grab some of these words to make a word search. Okay. Always do the word search on a blank page. Don't do it on top of this because then it'll like generate everything on the page that you're on. So get a blank page and then put your word in here. You can type it manually, copy and paste. You can even upload a file. They have some presets in here. Ooh la la. I did not want to do that. But oh boy, oh boy. Okay, my words are there. Hopeful. All right, and then go on over here and expand the settings. And then you can decide the maximum number of words per puzzle. I mean, you can put whatever you want. And then you can decide how many rows you want as well. We're going to keep it at 14, but if you want 12, you can do that as well. And then you can also decide the direction of your word search. Top or bottom, bottom to left, left to right. I'm going to check these ones off. And then just do this. And then when you hit generate, it will populate. Oh man, I shifted the grid line. So I'm just going to go back, put it back in place. It will give you the word search. It'll give you your words, and then it'll also give you the answer grid. Okay, isn't that really nice? And then you can go ahead and delete this one and then pop in your word search and then your word list. Okay, that's it. Very simple. All right, so want to make sure that I have given you everything that you need to at least start working on your template. Now, when you are done customizing your template, if you want to send it to us for printing, and if you decide, oh, you know what? I see a problem. Do you see a problem? I do see a problem with our template. Things have moved around. I'm not sure why. You know what I'm going to do? This is the beauty of keeping the original. I am just going to get rid of all that. Go back to the original. Do the fast way. I'm going to copy all of this. Copy, Control C for me. Go back to what I was working on. And then just Control V. There we have it. Okay, I think we're good. Now, if you do decide to send it to us for printing, okay, if we do have 2 backgrounds that we can add to your finished design, just to give it that authentic newspaper look. So we have the classic gray background that we offer, as well as the vintage tan background. It's like a very light tan and light gray. If you order that, we do prefer that you send us your template link. We don't edit your template. We just extract your newspaper and put it on a spread and then add the background to it. Okay. To share your template link, head on over to share. Under this access level, you want to give me access to edit. So click anyone with the link can edit. If you click can view or can comment, then I cannot extract your newspaper. I will just be able to look at it. And yeah, and I will be sending you an email or a message letting you know, hey, I need edit access. Can you grab me edit access? So just make sure that this can edit is checked off. And then copy this link. Once you copy the link and you've placed your order, excuse me, email us the link, and then in the email subject, put your order number in there. Okay, and then we'll take care of the rest as far as adding the background and formatting it for printing. We always send a proof, a PDF proof of your newspaper to your email before we print. We always want to get your approval, because sometimes things shift around and I don't catch it, even though I try to. So I always send you a proof to kind of look at it, let me know if I need to, if I missed something or if you want to add something else. So there's that option there. However, if you don't care for the background and you just want to print it white with the white background on plain paper, that is fine too. You can just download the newspaper as a PDF, hit download, and then, ooh, let me get what pages, because I don't want to download everything. So I'm going to download pages 5 and 6. PDF print is what I'm going to select here, and I just want pages 5 and 6. If you have the Canva, the free Canva account, you'll only have this option RGB to use. If you select this, then they'll make you pay to be able to download it. So if you don't want to do that, just select this RGB and that will be fine. If you don't have Canva Pro and you want to send it to us for printing, just send us the link. That way we can download it for you with the CMYK, because it does come out better for professional printing, and it's one less step for the printer to do to format it for you, or format it for us, I should say. So if you have the free account, do this one. If you have the pro account, do this one, and then download it and then send it to us via email, making sure that you use your order number as the email subject. Okay, don't forget to do that. That way I can tie it back to your order and make sure I get the required number of copies that you ordered for. Okay. All right, so we'll give it some time to download and take a look at. While it's doing that, I'll show you like the colored version that I was working for right here. So I mean, that's the beauty of it. You can print it in color, or, you know, I don't know what happened to this file. I think it's still downloading. Are you still downloading? Or did I hit cancel? There we go. All right, so it is downloaded. And there it is. Okay, so I wanted to keep it short and sweet. I hope it helped you feel a little bit confident about using this template. If you have any questions or need any extra support, please don't hesitate to reach out to me on Etsy or by my email. If you order it, you'll get my email somehow. Yeah, in the listing description, my email is there. So feel free to reach out however way. It's typically easier to reach me via Etsy. If you loved this video demo and this template, please be sure to check out other templates that we have in our shop. Thank you and take care. Bye.